Welcome back to Ready, Set, Sold. I'm your host, Bryan Vogt, and we've been talking just previously the last 2 segments with Rene Wittnaur of Cecil Management. She has some great information, again, about leasing, about buying, what should you do, how to really find out what property manager you should use. She's a true pro in the business, and again, just on a personal level, would I always recommend her for your leasing needs, property management needs, whatever those may be. With that said, we're going to be talking about, again, last month I've been talking about the how hot the market is and how things are just moving. But I also want to remind people that one of the reasons why that is a lot of these people are using some of the steps in my book, and that is about staging. And staging is still an important factor. It doesn't mean that you're going to get more money from staging your home. Unfortunately, in the East Coast, West Coast, they'll start talking about, well, you spend $2,000, you're going to get 20. That doesn't happen here. However, simple, effective ways of staging your home can be the difference of getting a faster sale, which is possible, and also they tend to be higher as far as their pricing. Not always, but many times when a house has a staging, when the buyers walk in, it can make a difference in the bottom line from where those offers come in, and houses that aren't staged and don't have the things that they need to make the buyer even want the house even more. And so let's kind of review some of those things that it's in the book, but just to kind of highlight some of they're so simple, so easy that people can do. Number one, lighting. Go with the idea of putting all your lights on, literally all your lights on. That could be in a china hutch if you have that. That could be in your bathroom, the bathroom light in the shower. You want to make sure that people are not only aware of those little nice features, but it just gives the impression that this is, it's like they're having visitors over. It's like, think about it if you're the seller, that you're having your guests over, a dinner party, and you want to just showcase your home. That's the same thing that you're looking at when you look at staging and lighting. And lighting also includes the fact of blinds. Be prepared to bring those blinds up or open those blinds to make sure that natural sunlight comes in. Remember, this is the first time the buyers are seeing this, and natural sunlight is a big seller. And if they can see that the natural light comes in, again, gives them a nice warm feeling that they're going to have the same experience when they purchase your house also. The other parts about it, too, is heating and cooling. And this sometimes comes into a factor. It can create doubt in buyers' minds. And when I say heating and cooling, I understand that when both people are at work, that's pretty standard. Sometimes they will either reduce the heating down lower, or if it's during the summertime, they will raise it up because there's nobody in the house. Strongly encourage you to definitely make sure the heating and cooling system is a comfortable level that you're normally at when you're normally at home. Reasons for this twofold. Number one, oftentimes it will put doubt in the buyer's mind. Perception and reality is what buyers are looking at. Their perception is that the cooling system isn't keeping the house that cool. And so it raises doubt about, is the air conditioning? How old is the air conditioning? Just one of those things that you don't want to have them thinking about. You want to be looking at all the great things your house has, the kitchens, the newer carpeting, the new painting, all those things that you've done. You don't want them focusing on that. The same thing with the heating. Same thing applies. Again, puts doubt on the furnace. Is the furnace in good working order? Well, how come it's lower? Is it because that they're out, or is it maybe because it doesn't work that well? Again, these are things that you don't want when you're selling your home. And again, the cost of leaving those things up is literally pennies on the dollar on a daily situation, a daily basis when you have showings coming in. The best rule of thumb is to go ahead and just have it set the same temperature that you feel comfortable with the entire month. Because the whole idea is we don't always know when a showing is coming. You don't want to have to be running home and making sure that the heating and cooling system is working. The last thing I think that kind of really hit upon that comes up, and that is closets. I cannot emphasize enough the importance of basically cutting your closet space in half. So those three things, you're focusing on just those three things. There's other things you can do to make the buying experience or the selling experience, for if you're selling, but giving the buyers the experience, the illusion of space, of light, of room. All those things are really important when it comes to selling your home in any market. And that's the factor you want to keep in mind. Those things don't change. You just get rewarded more when it's a hot market like we're in right now. We're going to be talking next with Mark Cowgill. We'll be back in a few with Mark. Talk to you soon.